The topic of today is the contributions of chemistry in modern medicine. Chemistry has consisted of a huge part of medicine, both as a diagnostic and treatment tool. Chemistry departments in hospital have medical labs which analyze blood, urine, etc. for proteins, sugar, and also glucose, which is a sign of diabetes, and are metabolic and inorganic substances. Also, electrolyte tests are a routine blood analysis, testing things like potassium and sodium in our human body. That's how chemistry has contributed to medicine. Now we're going to pass to the next topic. Today's topic it is the chemistry in warfare. Chemistry has been used for military purposes since the early 1900s. The world has developed this dangerous chemical warfare. This involves using the toxic properties of chemical substances as weapons. Chemical warfare is different from the use of conventional weapons or nuclear weapons. Chemical warfare also differs from biological warfare, in which they use anthrax. The most common used chemical warfare on the past world wars is the sulfur mustard, most commonly known as the mustard gas. It is a class of related cytotoxic and basically chemical warfare agents with the ability to perform large blisters on the exposed skin and in the lungs. This chemical does severe damage to the body and was used regularly during the World War I. This was all about the topic of chemistry in warfare. Now we're going to pass to the next topic. In the topic of today, we're going to talk about the applications of chemistry in food. Chemistry has been used in food since a lot of time in a lot of cases, but the most common of all cases is genetically modified food. They're basically food produced from organisms that have had specific changes introduced into their DNA, using methods like genetic engineering. These techniques allow us for the introduction of new traits as well as greater control over traits and better than previous methods such as selective breeding. Also, chemistry helps identifying the components of all the food we eat and what we need for our body. For example, yellow colored fruits contain potassium, vitamin C, and beta carotene, which is vitamin A. These nutrients help our bodies in many different ways, from our eyes to our bones. It lowers blood pressure, encourages pH balance of the body, boosts immune system, and builds healthy bones by working with calcium and magnesium. And that's about it for the topic of today. And we're going to pass to the next topic.
Global warming refers to an increase in Earth's mean global temperature because a part of Earth's outgoing infrared radiation is retained by several trace gases in the atmosphere, whose concentrations have been increasing because of human industrial, commercial, and agricultural activities. These gases have the ability to absorb radiation, leading to the tendency of the atmosphere to create warmer climates that would otherwise to be the case. The most important naturally occurring trace gases that have the ability to absorb infrared radiations are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. In addition, there are some industrial gases that are extremely effective absorbers of the radiation. Important among these are chlorofluorocarbons, perfluorocarbons, and sulfur hexafluoride. These gases are analogous to the gas in the greenhouse, which also leads to the net trapping of infrared radiation.
So now we're going to talk about chemistry in the modern world. The chemistry in the modern world has many areas, but since we don't have time for them all, we're going to see only two of these. The chemistry in the medicine and the chemistry in the food. The chemistry in the medicine. The chemistry and the contribution of the chemical industry has been very important in this file because it has permitted the development of several processes and organs that we can develop by ourselves. Like an example will be that a person has cancer in a lung, so you can build him another lung and replace his lung with the new one, so he will have a longer life. And the chemistry in the food. The chemistry in the food is basically it's focused in the food processing and the nutrition file in this area. It's very important because we can manipulate with the chemistry the food. We can make it perdure longer, and so it doesn't rotten. So even now the chemistry is very important in this file.
Solutions to prevent global warming. The first solution is plant more trees. This will help to produce more oxygen. Second solution is use another type of transportation that doesn't use gasoline, for example bicycles. And the third one is to care about things that we are not dealing. And the last one is recycle. This will produce less pollution.